Hello you guys, it is currently Saturday morning / afternoon. It is 10:59. We're just getting ready to cross over into Saturday afternoon territory. Sorry, I don't have I didn't bring my stand, so I've got to hold the camera. I got up this morning, went on a 50-minute walk, and as I was coming back home, Dave was leaving on the golf course on the golf cart, and I was like, we don't have the boys this weekend. They're with their dad, and if he's going to golf, that means I essentially have Saturday to myself. No plans. This never happens, especially in summer. Like, I'm looking at the calendar ahead. It is currently the end of June. I'm looking at July and even into August, and I don't know that this will happen again. We travel. We've got so many things going on that I'm like, a Saturday to myself with nothing to do. What am I going to do with this day? So I came to Trader Joe's. I have not been to Trader Joe's in so long. So the Trader Joe's is about 30 miles away from where I live, and it's not like that's that far, but I'm a busy woman. I got a lot going on. I'm a busy mom. Again, we've got so many things, so I just haven't made my way over here in a long time. Now, as far as this trip goes, I am still in my goal body rebuild since having my hysterectomy in January. Summer shape up, little fat loss phase that I have been in. I've been in a calorie deficit, and it's going really well. So I don't want to go in here and buy a bunch of stuff that is not going to help me. And so I don't have a specific game plan for this trip. I mainly just want to stock up on some things that will help me make fat loss meals, help make them easier, some family meals, and some stuff for the boys because they are home for the summer, and let me tell you, they are eating me out of the house. Now, this is going to be funny because normally I am all about my Trader Joe's treats and sprinkling those in. I do a pretty good balance of like 80% healthy, nutritious foods and then 20% treats. I am in the middle of a 30-day dopamine detox. If you were following along with me, doing this on social media, caffeine at all, no added sugars, really not a lot of treats and things. And then there's a whole other side to it with no TV, movies, music with lyrics, scrolling, podcasts, all that good stuff. So I am not getting to go in here and just stock up on a bunch of treats, although I might grab a few things for when this detox is done. Like I said, I'm about almost to the halfway mark of the 30 days. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna grab some stuff and let's see what we get. Okay, we got a full cart. Well, let's go home and unload all of this and I'll show you guys what I got. Okay, we are home. Let's unload these groceries. We had to drive 30 miles home, so this stuff has been sitting out for a while. So as much as I would love to put this into categories like protein and all of that good stuff, I am worried about food safety at this point. So we're just gonna pull from the bag. I'm gonna show you guys what all I got, starting with flowers. Literally cannot go to Trader Joe's without flowers. If you know, you know. All right, let's see what we've got. Oh, okay, so the organic rice cakes. I love these for, especially like in the summer, put a little like smashed avocado or guac, and then the star-kissed flavored tunas like the Thai chili, lemon pepper, or just any tuna to top it. A little pickled onion is like such a perfect light lunch situation, which in the summer is just a vibe. I got some of the Thai red curry. Some of the stuff that I got, by the way, is just like staples and things that I like to keep in our pantry, fridge, freezer. I didn't buy any produce. I may have bought like one or two things. I don't usually buy produce at Trader Joe's. Honestly, I just kind of feel like it's never that good, and my produce at my local Walmart marketplace is absolutely fantastic. So I usually just stick to everything but produce. I grabbed this lemon pesto sauce. We've been doing a lot of pasta lately, and I grabbed some pasta, so I thought that that would be fun. Vanilla extract. I've been doing a ton of baking, and then some of the seasonings that I love, the garlic salt and the onion salt. To me, seasonings and flavorings that don't have like add a bunch of calories and fat loss is absolutely where it's at. I got the hard top chocolate shell topping for the boys. Definitely have a household of ice cream lovers. Oh, okay, so this pulled pork is super good. So 11 grams of fat and 20 grams of protein. This is so nice because you literally just microwave it. In the summer, it's a vibe because we do lots of like pulled pork sandwiches. I love to do pulled pork French fries. So good. Got some shredded cheddar cheese. Grabbed some of the kimchi. I've actually never bought this, the spicy cabbage. Gut health is always a priority for me. This was one that I hadn't tried before, so it is the carnitas, and this one had 10 grams of fat and 20 grams of protein. Dave is from New Mexico. He could eat Mexican food literally every night. Grabbed some roasted turkey breast. I've been doing a lot of snack plates again with summer lunches, just wanting to keep them light. I absolutely love, speaking of Mexican food, the spicy Mexican riced cauliflower. I typically add rice to it. So this is the base. It gives me like a good amount of volume veggie. So I usually like it by itself. I always will add rice to it. And I don't always love cauliflower rice. I just think it's boring and kind of like bland. This is absolutely amazing. It's got like little bits of like corn and peppers in it. Restocked on the chicken cilantro wontons. Absolutely love these because they have 7 grams of protein for a serving. Tom and I tear those up. I like adding them to just any kind of like Asian bowl or even just as a snack on its own. Got some of the ravioli. I'm not even gonna try to say it. Yeah, whatever that is. Okay, so I grabbed these blueberry scones. One of the things I always like to get at Trader Joe's is just like stuff that I can keep in the freezer anytime we have like family in town, friends over, staying with us. One of those things that you can just like pop out of the freezer and you've got like a gorgeous breakfast or lunch or brunch. That is what Trader Joe's to me is so good for, is having stuff like that. So I did stock up on all of that, the damage that was done. I'm not gonna try to say this word again, but I love doing this gnocchi with some salmon and roasted broccoli. Okay, I am obsessed with these little French baguettes. A lot of times I'll post my breakfast plates and people will be like, what is that? These are absolutely awesome. 110 calories. I mean, you pair this with some eggs, and I like to put a little goat cheese in my eggs on the weekend, a little bit of jam, and I'm telling you, you feel like you've got a little bougie breakfast situation going. Okay, I absolutely love this grass-fed sirloin roast. So this has 5 grams of fat, 21 grams of protein. So anytime a lean beef option is available, I'm gonna grab it. Pair this with like mashed potatoes and green beans. Makes a really good dinner. I always stock up on Trader Joe's extra lean ground beef. So this is 96.4. So only 4.5 grams of fat, 24 grams of protein. Tacos, pasta night, can make burgers out of it. Absolutely anything goes. I feel like the majority of what I got actually was protein. Okay, kind of in line with the scones and the baguettes, these mini croissants. I've never bought these before, but I just thought these would be so fun. I like that they are ready to bake, freezer to oven, because if I have to remember to take something out, that usually does not work. And then again, in line with that, I got the lemon bars. Never had these either. So just like having stuff like that again in the freezer. Okay, I grabbed some orange juice. I have been making, ever since we went to the beach, these non-alcoholic mimosas. I have some NA champagne, and then I'll add this orange juice to it, just a little bit. I don't need a lot. And these Recess, let me see if I can find them. Okay, these Recess unflavored powder. Calming magnesium, adaptogens, and electrolytes. So it's unflavored. So I will just add that into the mimosa. I started doing this at the beach. I had never used these before. I love the Recess like mocktail drinks, but I'd never bought this. Amazing. This gives you such a chill vibe. I mean, it has me in a chokehold, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, tell me if you guys love these. I'll never forget the first time I bought these, and I was eating them on the way home and I could not stop. So good. These are the Crunchy Curls lentil and potato snack. So for 1 ounce, it's 7 grams of fat, 17 grams of carbs, 3 grams of protein, 130 calories. Just a really good, like crunchy chip little situation. So good. Okay, the Thai wheat noodles, also something that I love because it comes with 2 different packages, and Dave and I can actually split one of these, and then the boys can split one. So these are great for making really just any kind of Asian dinner, but we also like to use them to make like ramen bowls. The Thai style peanut dressing. This is not super fat loss friendly, but this is one of those that to me is so worth it. So it is 120 calories for 2 tablespoons. So that's not, you know, it's not terrible, but it's not a little either. But this stuff is absolutely so good. Anytime I make like lettuce wraps, that is a perfect thing to put on the top. I got some of the sweet chili sauce. Tom was mad because we were out of it last time he was trying to eat wontons, so got some of that. Oh, okay, so this is fun. So shout out to my friend Crystal. Her and her boyfriend have been doing drinks and adding dried fruit to them. So I grabbed these sweetened dried orange slices, and then I also grabbed this baby sweet pineapple, dried pineapple. So they've been making like sparkling water drinks and then adding dried fruit to it to sweeten it. Absolutely genius. So I was super excited when I saw these because again, definitely in my mocktail era and in fat loss. Anything you can do to, again, just like enhance the flavor but not add a ton of calories is always a vibe. This was a fun one. I got the ranch seasoned cashews. I've never gotten these before. The thing about nuts is you have to be careful because they do have a lot of fat, 15 grams in 1 serving, which is only 1/4 a cup, by the way. Do you know what 1/4 a cup is? Let's just take a look. Do you see this? Can you tell how small this is? Okay, 180 calories. And look, I love nuts and seeds. I love a good healthy fat. But the thing about this is that I see it trip up so many ladies when they come into Goal Body coaching. They're like, Hilary, I eat healthy. I cannot figure out why I can't lose weight. And then they're snacking on things like this out of the bag, not portioned, not logging it, handfuls of it while you cook dinner, right? Just munching. And because it's healthy, it tricks you into thinking that it doesn't have a lot of calories, but the thing is it does. But I love this, especially paired with a little bit of dried fruit. Got some dried mango. Again, something you have to be careful with is with the dried fruit. You just oftentimes have a lot more calories, but I love in the summer, especially pairing a little dried fruit and nut situation. So I'm excited to make some little snack, what am I looking for? Like baggies, I guess, whatever. In line with the kind of juice mocktails that I have been doing, I've got some cold pressed pineapple juice. So again, with these, again, in fat loss, have to be careful. So just a little splash is perfect for me. Oh, I got Dave some more hemp seeds. So these are a great source of healthy fats and protein. He has been doing smoothies. We're in the middle of this 30-day dopamine detox. So he's not having his nightly ice cream. So he's been making smoothies instead. In fact, our ninja is out back here behind me because he has been making them nonstop. And I noticed that he was out. So grabbed some of that. And those are great to add to literally anything. I got some of this 3-layer hummus. I've actually never bought this one before, but this is another important one for fat loss. So this one is 2 tablespoons for 50 calories. One of the things that can trip you up, especially at places like Trader Joe's, is all of the fun dips and spreads. And I know, I want to eat those things too, okay? But in fat loss, got to pick and choose and got to be careful with those things because they add up. So many of the things that I picked up, the label for it was 90, 100 plus calories for 2 tablespoons. Do I need to come around and show you? Let's just look. This is 1 tablespoon. It's not very big. It's not very much, okay? So with that, of course you can make those things fit, but especially with dips and spreads,
it just means you're gonna get like a very, very, very little, or you're gonna be spending a lot of calories on something that's not really filling you up. So you have to be careful with that. So I was just reading all of the labels, and this 3-layer hummus has traditional, cilantro, jalapeno, and spicy. So just something a little bit different. 50 calories for 2 tablespoons, half, sometimes a third of what some of the other like hummuses and dips and spreads had. So just a little bit more fat loss friendly. Again, nothing is off limits with our Goal Body method. You can fit anything in, but you have to be careful. Like, you've got to pick and choose, and your calories add up really fast in fat loss. So that is one that I thought would be awesome. Now, here's one that might be a little more worth it. This is a whipped ricotta spread that I grabbed. Again, this is a fourth a cup, you've got 110 calories. So not terrible. And one thing I like about ricotta is that it's got a good chunk of protein, so 6 grams. I love stuff like this with a little honey drizzled and then some like pita crackers or the baguette or whatever, dipping veggies in it. So grab some of that. And then I also grabbed, I'm not gonna try to pronounce this one. Get it into focus. Yeah, so I've not bought this one before. Roasted tomato, 2 tablespoons for 45 calories. So it says it's a creamy, tangy cheese made from strained yogurt, used as a dip, spread, or topping. Let me know if you guys have had this before. I'm super excited to give that a try. Again, thinking like cucumber slices, baby carrots, bell pepper strips with a little pita chip situation. Could be so good. I absolutely always buy the bruschetta sauce. This is just a staple that I keep in the fridge. It's a good little appetizer for putting on like a baguette, or we just do so much Italian food. So I like to have options like that, and it's so versatile. You can make little pizzas with it. I did grab some cheese as well. I've not had this one. It's the New Zealand sharp cheddar. So to go along with my little mocktail situations, I love to do like some grapes and veggie sticks, and then have the cheese. And what I can pair with it to give me more protein is some of the deli turkey. So love that. Okay, the chicken meatballs. This is something I get every single time I go, and honestly, I'm kind of regretting not getting 2 packs of each of these. So the pineapple teriyaki, and then just the regular. This one's great because you can put whatever sauce with red sauce, whatever you want to do. But these are great to add, especially in a pinch, because they go in the air fryer, they crisp up. I really like them for a lunch or an easy dinner. Do some microwaved rice, which normally I get the microwaved rice at Trader Joe's, but I had just restocked at my store. But like an easy weeknight dinner. Take that rice, take the meatballs, do a little sauce, a steamed veggie from the freezer, and boom, you're good to go. We love grilling out in the summer. So for myself, I got these sweet Italian chicken sausages and thought maybe I would try this in place of a hot dog. I do love a regular hot dog, I'll be honest. But again, with the label reading, some of the chicken sausage was really heavy in fat, and the protein would be okay, but this one has 6 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein, 110 calories for each one. So you could easily do 2 to give you 24 grams of protein. So we're gonna give that a go. Oh, and I've got another pasta. This one is so good if you haven't had it. The goat cheese and onion ravioli. Absolutely obsessed. All right, last bag, you guys. So I keep talking about these pita crackers and little snack plates. So I love having these. They have a multigrain version as well, but I really just prefer that. But I do love the multigrain crackers. For me, this is all about volume. So for 12 crackers, and they're a pretty good size, you only have 130 calories. So again, pair that with like the snack plate situation. Grabbed these for Dave and the boys. I'm really not a fan, but everybody else is like obsessed with them. Okay, down to the end, we've got pistachios. So these are the dry roasted and salted. I have plain pistachios that don't have anything on them that I like to add to salads, but these are great for, again, adding to like the cashews and the dried fruit to make a nice little snack. Grabbed some cocoa powder. We are finally using our Ninja Creamy. That's actually what is sitting out over here. We're finally trying this. We've had it forever. We got it as a part of our wedding registry and we just have not gotten into it yet. But now that Dave cannot have his regular ice cream as a part of this detox, we are gonna give it a go. In fact, we have some in the freezer. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so we put this in last night. So we did bananas, peanut butter. We were supposed to add some cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder. So we didn't get a chance to do that, but I went ahead and bought some because I realized we were out. And maybe we can add it when we put it into the creamy. Bananas, vanilla extract. Oh, and milk, duh, hello. And there's milk in here as well. So really, we were supposed to add this to it, so I did restock on that, but we're excited to give that a go. Okay, last two things that I've got here. These corn and wheat tortillas kind of like caught my attention because I am somebody who loves both. So the idea that they would be combined honestly sounds so good. And these just look so soft. 70 calories for one, and they're pretty good size. So love that. And then this one I was really excited about. You guys have to tell me if you have tried this one before. So the Norwegian potato flatbread, I have no idea. All I know is when I picked this up, the texture that I can tell that this has is just so amazing. So it says potatoes as the key ingredient, make, I don't wanna butcher, Lefse. Somebody let me know how to pronounce that. I will be looking it up as soon as I get off of here. Soft and pliable. Use this to roll up like a tortilla or serve as the Norwegians do with smoked salmon or something sweet. So it says that you can do strawberry jam and whipped cream, salmon and smoked cheese, and then you roll it up. I don't know, I had to absolutely give this one a go. So there is my haul, you guys. We'll definitely be sharing on my stories on Instagram, as I always do, what I will be making with these things as I make them. But for now, I am gonna go put this stuff away. Thank you guys for watching.